In this video today, we're going to be talking about the first black artist to be put on MTV, a man that sold over 70 million copies worldwide for the album Thriller, the man that won 8 Grammys in one night, the most photographed, watched, and imitated celebrities in history, my favorite, Michael Jackson. I was so excited to do this video, guys, because number one, I know today is his birthday. We're combining two of my favorite things, manifestation, Michael Jackson, and creating a video. Oh yeah. So without further ado, we're going to be learning how to manifest like Michael, how Michael Jackson used his mind to become the greatest entertainer of all time. That rhymes. Before we get into the video, you guys, let me know what is your favorite Michael Jackson song. Mine would be either Butterflies, Liberian Girl, Remember the Time, Can't Help It. Like, I got too many. So if you guys are like me and big MJ fans, I don't care, write a list of all the MJ songs you love, but for me it just go on and on and on. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So y'all, while I was doing my research today on this topic, I did some digging. I did some serious digging. I already knew things from the past. I've known that he's been consciously manifesting, scripting notes that Michael Jackson wrote.
This is dated November 6, 1979. He was on the road with his brothers on the Destiny tour. MJ will be my new name. No more Michael Jackson. I want a whole new character, a whole new look. I should be a totally different person. People should never think of me as the kid who sang ABC, I Want You Back. I should be a new, incredible actor, singer, dancer that will shock the world. I will do no interviews. I will be magic. I will be a perfectionist, a researcher, a trainer, a master. I will be better than every great actor roped in one. I must have the most incredible training system to dig and dig and dig until I find. I will study and look back on the whole world of entertainment and perfect it. Take it steps further from where the greatest left off.
And he just did exactly that. I just read that like a proud mother. I don't know. Michael Jackson would have been my husband if I was there in the 80s, boy. If I was there in the 80s to 90s. But anyways, we gotta talk about the aura, okay?
I look in the mirror and I would say over and over to myself, I'd take a deep breath, put my feet together, raise myself erect, strong, like a hero warrior. And I'd say, biggest selling album of all time, greatest selling, over and over to my mind, and look in my eyes and I'd mean it. I'd say biggest selling album of all times. And I wouldn't accept anything unless it was exactly what I wanted. My attitude was I want the biggest selling album of all times, to break records, to do phenomenal work.
Staying mysterious, staying sweet, kind, loving, being just absolutely incredible. Listen, I could go on a 30-hour rant of glazing Michael Jackson, but I'm not gonna do that, okay? No, I'm not gonna do that. Aside from all of this scripting note, I guess you could say, also had a lot of notes around his room, affirmations basically. I am love, I am magnetic, I am this, I am that. His sister LaToya Jackson said that he'd have notes of affirmations everywhere in his room. It doesn't matter, as long as there was space. Michael had a affirmation by his mirror anywhere in sight.
I used to go by Michael's room and I see on his wall, he's right, I would sell 20 million records on his mirror. I said, you out of your mind. I would tell him that, I said, Michael, you might sell about maybe 7 but not 12. He sold 42 million records.
He do mirror work. That's why I'm so attracted to him to this day. It's ridiculous. Me and a lot of other women don't play with me. Some men too. Everybody was passing out over Michael Jackson. Don't matter who you are. Everybody was fangirling, had men screaming, women screaming, fainting, all kind of stuff like that. How are you gonna stand on stage and do nothing for a good 2 minutes and people are fainting? I don't glaze celebrities, I don't idolize people, and I don't idolize Michael Jackson. I just heavily admire him and love him a lot. But y'all, if I was there in them concerts, I would have been laid out too. I probably would have fainted too. I would have cried and all that. And I don't cry over nobody, celebrity, I don't care. But Michael, that's different. Because the man had aura and he did mirror work. He did mirror work to the point he's just relentless with it. Not only just perfecting his craft of dance, music, arts, whatever. He would perfect his craft with even just manifestation. He would affirm like crazy, robotic affirming. He would have things up, as I said, but he would also say to himself over and over and over again, along with his spiritual awareness of just things in general. They said Michael Jackson, even I think Michael Jackson himself said that he's a very spiritual person. He had a level of conscious awareness. He knew that there is a collective consciousness. So there's kind of a running joke. They said that Michael Jackson immediately, don't matter what time it was, 3 o'clock in the morning, whenever he had an idea for a song, a beat, a melody, he would immediately just record, write it, do something immediately. Because he said that either Prince is going to steal his idea, also another great one, Prince, another legend, is going to take his idea, or someone else is going to take the idea. So he said he always have to do things before anyone else did. Him as being MJ, being the king, being the legend, being the sexy man, he had to do what came to him. He had to be that version of him that is perfectionist, be that version of him that doesn't play around, and played his cards right in every area. That's why he's just the GOAT. I'm sorry, but like, I'm gonna keep saying it. As long as you shift into the version of you that has everything you want to have, that's the only way you're gonna make it. You can affirm all you want, and naturally, yes, you're gonna start to adapt, you're gonna start to become that version. But at the same time, you have to grind now to think as if. And I know I've said it before, thinking as if and being as if and whatever, there's so much you gotta think about. But no, babes, take it step by step, take it day by day. That's all you gotta do. And so the thing that really trips me out about some of you guys, I'm not gonna lie, and no shade, I'm not trying to like condemn you or be mean, but how are you gonna say that, oh, I'm not good at visualizing, I'm not good at doing this, I can't manifest this, or oh, I have a hard time manifesting with this technique? How are you gonna say that when you're in the manifestation community and you know how words hold power? Like, honestly, I don't know how that really makes sense. And I understand being real and just saying I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, but why do you gotta say it? Don't be saying, like, I don't know, you don't have to say it in comment sections and blah blah blah. Like, that's unnecessary. There's a time and a place, and now you're being unnecessary, I'm not gonna lie. You have to understand that the second you decide something, you manifested it. Just because it's not here right now in the 3D in your physical doesn't mean it's not manifested already. Everything is already created. It's just a matter of you aligning with those things, aligning with the version of you that has those things. So when you say, oh, I did this, I tried to manifest, it didn't work, manifestation doesn't work, and blah blah blah, or oh, manifestation doesn't work if I don't do this technique, or manifesting won't work if I don't eat 10 raspberries. I don't know what y'all gonna be on. I don't know what y'all be on, but if you keep saying things like that, then that will be your reality. By saying those things, you're just making it so much harder for yourself. Because I remember when I used to say, oh, this won't work and that won't work, and then I had to stop because I'm like, okay, why am I saying this? Just because it didn't work in the past, just because I had a hard time doing this in the past, doesn't mean that's forever. If I make a conscious decision to now change that story and say that, okay, you know what, this can work and that will work, then it will work. Michael Jackson knew who he was. Before he had the fame, before he went as big as he did, he said, I am Michael motherfucking Jackson, bitch, and I'm gonna do this and that. So if you could take your name and say that you're this person, this is the person, I'm gonna do this, and own it and be that person, no matter what the past has shown you, what your present is showing you, and what you're afraid of for the future. You're just supposed to know, just like that. Don't just be giving up immediately. You didn't even start doing at least phase 1. You start doing what you can do, and I swear it's like things will unfold before your very eyes, and boom, you have a solution to this, that, and the third. It's amazing. But if you don't have that belief within yourself, I can't help you. But in terms of aura, oh Lord, if we get into how fine Michael Jackson was, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. Michael Jackson was. Listen, if I was there at the times, he would have been my husband. I don't know how, but he would have been. I don't care if back then I had to manifest that he would be. You know, but yeah. Anyways, as I said, I'm not gonna glaze anymore, but yeah, I'm getting hot just sitting in this chair, child. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will do another video talking more on just different celebrities and what they did to manifest, just to hear more success stories. But yeah, bye.
Mr. Jackson, what would you say to all your fans that have dreams and goals of being a star like you?
No matter what, the most powerful thing in the world is the human mind, and prayer, and belief in yourself, and confidence, and perseverance. No matter how many times you do it again until it's right. And always believe in yourself And no matter who's around you that's being negative or thrusting negative energy at you, totally block it off. Because whatever you believe, you become. Yes, and after all of that, the most important, stay humble. The humbleness that a child, like a newborn baby, has. Even though you become powerful or have power with people, with your talent, or with, like, with what Michelangelo did with sculpting, underneath all that, be as humble as a child, as a baby, and as kind and giving and loving. Never become puffed up with pride.